afraid. And even before there was a Lion King, there was a man. And his name was Noah.
Hi, I am Noah 2000. Long ago, I knew a family. There was a father. His name was Kirby. There was a mother. Her name was Paulette. And there was a son. His name was Kirby. There are only two places you'll meet a Kirby, and both of those places are here. But he goes by Alex. And Alex had a little bit of a problem. Because you see, maybe like some of you, when it was time to go to bed, he was always sad. Not because he didn't want to go to sleep, like some of you don't want to go to sleep, but he was afraid of the dark. And Mom and Dad, they didn't know this. And so Dad would take him to bed, and here's what happened. Dad would get ready to turn out the lights, and each time that Dad would turn out the lights, the following would happen. The lights would go click. He would be in the dark, and he thought he would hear one of his toys. It was a Transformer. More than meets the eye. Yeah, it was a Transformer. It was Optimus Prime, and he would hear.
Rick Kirby, also known as Alex. I am Optimus Prime. The Decepticons are coming to get you. They have gone to MapQuest and they have your address. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
And I am afraid. And I don't even know what a Decepticon is. And throughout the night, he would just tremble under his covers trying to get to sleep. And maybe, finally, he would go to sleep. But the problem is this happened over and over until finally he decided, I got to tell Dad. I got to tell Dad. So he went to his dad. Dad, I'm afraid of the dark. Well, his dad looked at him. He said this. Rick Kirby,
Also known as Alex.
Jesus had some friends. They were called disciples. And at a certain point, Jesus had to leave his friends, and they too were afraid. And he told them this thing that I want you to use. He said, remember, I will be with you always. Matthew 28:20. Son, the next time you go to bed and you're afraid, you just say that. Jesus is with me always. Matthew 28:20. Well, no sooner than he said that, it seemed like the sun went down. Time to go to bed. His dad, like always, turned out the lights. Click. And what do you think you heard?
Hi, I am Optimus Prime. Rick Kirby,
Also known as Alexander.
the Decepticons are coming to get you. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. They've gone to MapQuest and they have your address. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
To which Alex replied, I'm afraid, but my dad told me that Jesus said, I will be with you always. Matthew 28:20. Jesus will be with me always. Matthew 28:20. And Decepticon, or rather Optimus Prime, went.
I'm sorry, they had the wrong address. It's for your neighbor down the street, the one with the dog that chases you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You're okay.
Well, what's true, boys and girls, Alex, even that night he was still a little bit afraid. But he slept a lot better because he did know that Jesus was with him always. And really, that's the lesson for you this morning. Whenever you're afraid, maybe of the dark, maybe of someone at school who's bothering you, make sure you tell your teacher. But do know this. Jesus said, I am with you always. Matthew 28:20. I want you all to close your eyes and bow your head, and Uncle Manny will pray that you remember that lesson. Dear Jesus, I thank you for the boys and girls who sit in front of me. I thank you for the lesson in today's story because sometimes we were all afraid that you are with us always. Matthew 28:20. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.